Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will kick it away first. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The number 1 job is to protect their quarterback. And they did not.
They did not, but my number 1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But if you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Using the quick game. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Makes the catch. It's Blue. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Keeps the legs moving. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the side.
Touchdown, Longhorn! A great catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He hit it off the left upright. No good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. He's got an open man. Got room at the 35. Off he goes. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. To the air, it's Aller. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
1st down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Throws to the back. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. Grabbed over the middle. It's Blue. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
That's an awesome play call, having the running back on the angle route against the blitz. So they bring the linebackers. That completely vacates the middle of the field wide open. Running back runs right into it, and nice job on the throw.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Blue. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Blue. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. On second down, he'll let it fly. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. You guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixed.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Penn State!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Bolden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Texas offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one, the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He's looking to throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Aller. This time on target. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Into the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offenses just, they got the upper hand.
And he makes the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fair catch, called for and made. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Blue. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And how about this call? An excellent time. Quarterback and running back on the angle route.
And how nice is it, Reese, on offense to have running backs that can catch the football, right? In these types of situations, on 3rd down, they can help your drives continue. They can give another element to this offense that defense has to worry about. This running back really is a weapon.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The aerial assault continues. That's reeled in. It's Golden. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Blue. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Throws for the tight end. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
To throw, it's Ewers. He's got it. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will give him the lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Offense set on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Looking to pass, it's Aller. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He's got it. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to
catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He just couldn't squirt his way in for the two, and it's still a 5-point game here in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Wants to throw on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge, he's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance.
He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab on the right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They move on top here in the fourth.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Back to throw. It's Aller. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, It's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Blue. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Yeah, we don't have many plays left. You know, the clock winding down. We got to make something happen. These kind of plays are just crippling. They will absolutely ruin what chance you have to push the ball down the field later on and save timeouts. And so we got to get that engine going.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Late in the game with the lead, the defense obviously knows here the offense is going to have to try and throw it. Nice job in the back end there, not just in coverage, but almost picking that football off. That was a game changer.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the ball is intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Nittany Lions will try to run out the clock in the final minute. The play-action fake, getting some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They're trying to get to it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Blue. Touchdown, Texas! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And even though his team is trailing, this guy has stepped up time and time again for his offense. Already over 100 yards and now comes up with a massive play in a 2-minute situation.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This offense has a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Aller. He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Oh, he got a hand on it and knocked it away. Incomplete, and the game is over. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. Unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Nittany Lions will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.